himself as saying he's a wicked man, that he wants to do good, but he finds himself doing exactly the bad thing he doesn't want to do. Poor me, he said. And then he realized, no, where sin abounds, grace abounds all the more. And then he made a statement, is when I am weak that I am strong. Where did that strength come from? It comes from the faith that he had in Jesus Christ. And when he did that weakness to Christ, then he was blessed with grace. So then where there was weakness, strength found a home. And therefore he was able to do all those incredible things that Paul, the human being, was able to do. Go through difficult times, beating, but he still was focused on serving the Lord. Even the two of you, times of difficulty will come. Times of temptation will come. But let the Lord, who will unite you together, be the reason for your being together. If he is there, you will go through thick and thin, it's true. As long as you are with the Lord, all will be well. And all manner of things will be well. All manner of things will be well. Now, I would like to share with you, you have the 10 Commandments that God gave on Sinai. I would like to share with you some, let's call them 10 Commandments of marriage. Shall we? Okay, 10 Commandments of marriage. The first commandment is, thou shalt not take your partner for granted. Antony, don't take that for granted. We all like to feel like we are somebody. Don't take the fellow for granted. It's nice for him to feel like he's a man of the home. Let him feel that. Making people for granted, taking them for granted, makes them feel small. And small people, those who think small, act small. And when they act small, they even feel smaller. And then they cannot do the great thing that they could have done if they only felt that they are appreciated and loved. First commandment, don't take each other for granted. The second commandment is, thou shalt not expect perfection from each other. You see that one there? You will want a perfect wife. Nothing wrong with wanting that. Nothing wrong with wanting a perfect husband. But that really does make this. There is a nearness, a closeness to it. But perfection, only God is one, is perfect. And therefore, pray for the strength to forgive, to persevere, because you will need that. Remember, nobody is perfect. But we can encourage each other to become the best version of yourself. Encourage this man, Antony. That's when I encourage him, love him as your husband, help him to be the best version of himself. Do the same thing for text. And in the process, then we'll be able to accept each other, even with the wounds that we all come up. The third is, thou shalt be patient, loving, understanding, kind, and true. Just like Christ. Christ loved us, we are told in the Bible, while we are still in our sin. That's how he loved us. Not because we were perfect. Even while we were still in our sin, Christ still loved us. Please remember to be kind. Please remember to love him, understanding, kind, and true, Fourth commandment, thou shalt tend the garden of love daily. Nani ametoka kabisa wakiambiwa amependwa? Ndio msita hapo akilalamika, mimi nimependwa. Love just makes you feel what? Love. And you just want more of it. Breathes you. Please, as a garden, tend it every day. Because when you tend it every day, that seed of goodness that you plant is the same seed you're going to harvest. That seed of goodness. Love. And you are going to get that same kind of love. Which is the seed that you plant. The fifth commandment, thou shalt take great care that thy partner's trust is never violated or diminished in any way. Trust. See, it's a saying that it is a greater compliment to be trusted than to be loved. I repeat again. It's a greater compliment to be trusted than to be loved. You see, people can love. Your mother loves you. She just loves you. Even if you are a village thief, you will still love you anyway. You are not that in love. That's the way it is. But trust, he may love you, but not trust you. So that when she's going away, she makes sure she locks the cupboard and her bed because she doesn't know what you're going to do next. You are a known thief and you can steal from her. So she may love you, but not trust you. Because trust means that the way you have acted is consistent and consistent with the truth. What you say is what you mean. When you develop trust, therefore, then you feel confident. But if you don't trust somebody, I can tell you, I lack of trust. And then that leads to a lot of conflict because you're always second guessing the other. Because no matter what explanation they give, you always have this weird feeling that he or she is not telling the truth. Why? Because you don't trust them. Because you don't trust them. Seek to be trusted. And the way of being trusted is being a man or a woman of your word. And the truth you say is what is seen to believe by you. Over time, people learn to trust. Remember when you break trust, rebuilding trust is quite a job, I'm telling you. Rebuilding is quite a job. Because when you break someone's trust, they get hurt, they feel hurt. And when they feel hurt, what do? You never know. Let's see even what they say is the truth. So, just take great care that you build trust and maintain. Sixth commandment, thou shalt not forget thy wedding vows, remembering especially those important words, for better or for worse. What? I was looking the way I'm looking. I go over there. See that girl there? Text. 30 years from now, it will change. See this down study at text. Even 40 years. But he's there, you see. Then what are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about that? That therefore, even when those changes come, you will still be able to love them like Christ has loved you, for better or for worse. Because things happen in life. People fall sick, some things, unexpected things happen, but then what you swear, you will swear today is for better or for worse. Till death do you God bless that you can look at each other with that kind of gentleness, like God is looking at you. Seventh commandment, thou shalt not hide thy true feelings. Mutual love provides a bright, sunlit room where things of the heart can be discussed freely and without fear. Please, communication. Communication in any relationship is so very important. Communicate. Because in communication, you begin to discover. You're having a journey of discovery. You think you know the girl? You will know her. You think you know the woman? Then the man? There are many discoveries to be made. How will they come? Discussion, communication, watching, observing. Do that. That growth, that mutual growth with an acceptance will help you to be more molded and bonded together. Eighth commandment, thou shalt always respect each other as individuals. Degrading words and a sharp tongue cause grave distortion. Endearing tongues, they ignore, they lift up, and they engender peace. Look, let me tell you the secret. If you want to bring up a child to be an accomplished thief, and a really good one, a clever one, an incredibly good thief, Akaiba nini? Gari. Toka hapa bila pesa. Kaiba pesa. Kanaiba silijua tu atakuwa huyu ndio mwizi. Slowly the people begin buying the idea that there are things that are thief. Even when I have it stolen, it still calls me a thief. So what difference does it make when I steal? So he will steal, and before you know it, you have a well-known thief in your house. That's what it is. Give endearing words to a child who does not have a good sense of themselves, who are sort of afraid or living in fear. Show them love, speak words of love, and then they'll begin thinking, I'm somebody, I have something. Look, if you find like in Nairobi, we take some woman hair, say a very beautiful one hair. I laugh, and she knows she is beautiful. She knows it because somebody has told her the plant, and she has confidence. Lakini wengine wetu tutaka tuseme kwamba mtu akutana na yeye amwambie kitu kibaya, kitu kisio kizuri. Haya, tuone what's going to happen. Kutana na yeye na mwangalia. Na hii maneno kama ya farasi ni kwa watu wa nini? Labda sisi kwanza what's wrong with them na nini? Ili should go to the mirror kuangalia kufarasi kwa mbele yake. Alafu mwingine anakutana na yeye. Angalia hii meno hii. Hii meno kweli dada ya ngiri au nini? She will go to the mirror to check on her teeth and begin having doubts. Alafu mwingine angalia kwa nini kama ya bata sasa anasema. Eka dawa. Watu wanataka kweli Then she begins to think, Lord, I'm walking like a duck. Kama mwingine akutana na yeye. Allah, leo midada ya kufungua nini angalia masikio umekaa namna hii. Believe me, what you're going to start yourself down. In 1 month, don't be surprised if that lady begins locking herself up and refusing to go to work because she thinks that the world thinks is the ugliest thing that visited this face of the earth. Why? Maneno that are not bringing, that are not inoculate. Please, even if you are angry, please ask for God to control your anger. And you don't say words that destroy. And even if you are speaking your truth, it is going to be spoken in love that you won't bring this other person. Correction is not your correct each other. We can't hide our faces in the sand, head in the sand just because you don't want to say something is wrong. Wrong is wrong, and right is right. But it's a way of doing it. That can either build up somebody or destroy that somebody. These that you pray for, and you will speak those words while it's in love. Ninth commandment, thou shalt give money to whom you grow. Both partners should be willing to face the future together with confidence and trust. Today is a better day for them than yesterday. Tomorrow we'll find them closer still. Give each other the confidence that tomorrow belongs to God because you are of God. If you are of God, then that tomorrow also belongs to you. And all will be well. Build trust and confidence. Because sometimes the experience of life can breed fear in yourself, not knowing what tomorrow is going to bring. Build each other up. And then the last commandment, the 10th commandment is, thou shalt through all thy things reverence God, thy Creator, never forgetting that it is He who has made thee. Please, don't be too proud for God. Don't be too busy for God. Don't be too clever for God. Realize you are a product of God. Parents, when the children begin treating you like you are a fool, how does it make you feel? After bringing them up, doing everything you can, and then like a father doesn't come to life, then now all of a sudden you are a fool. It makes you feel hard. Because if you hadn't done what you did, they wouldn't be where they are. God made you in His own image and likeness. Please don't forget it. When you are tired, keep the Lord's day holy. When you are tired, In conclusion, there is a story I always tell couples whose marriage I'm conducting, and I wish to share this story with you so that then, and I ask you, please always remember this story. Once upon a time, there was a family, a man, a woman, and they had a small girl, their daughter. One evening, they heard somebody knocking at the door. The woman of the house went out to find out who it is who was knocking at the door. And she found three old men. One man spoke on behalf of the rest. And he said, "My name is Love." And he said, "This other fellow here, his name is Success. His name is Success." And the third man there, his name is Wealth. Wealth. Mimi ni upendo, mwingine wangu mwanangu tofauti, nini ni mali. They have been sent to your house. And you have been asked to come and visit you. And you are free and welcome to welcome any one of us into your house. Whoever you welcome, your house is going to become like his name is. So therefore, if you welcome Wealth into your house, if the one you're going to call first, then you'll be really incredibly wealthy. If you call Love, then you'll be a very lovely family. The choice is yours. So who do you want to come into your house? Love, Wealth, or Success? The woman went back into the house and told the husband the story. There are some three men here, and they are saying, like the names are, they are only allowed to welcome one of them. And like the name is, so in our whole week, who should we welcome? The husband didn't even think, well, I'm here married, I'm here married. And then this little girl said, "No, Mama and Papa, let's invite Love, that our home is their lovely home. Akaangalia kasichana, akasema Isa, mwambie basi hiyo upendo aliwili. The lady went out, Love, where is Love? Here I am, welcome him into our house. So Love walked in. When Love walked in, after a while, they saw